Integration of princely states. There were more than 600 princely states in India. Due to the influence of non-cooperation movement, there was beginning of political awakening among the princely states. Prajamandals came to be formed in the princely states. Prajamandal means people's organization that works for the interest of people in the princely states and for securing political rights for them. In 1927, such a Prajamandals came together and formed an All India States People's Conference. Due to it, the movement in princely states got an impetus. After the independence of India, then Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel very diplomatically found out the way of merging the princely states in India. He took the rulers of the princely states into confidence and prepared an instrument of accession acceptable to all. Sardar Patel convinced the princely rulers the benefits of merging into India. The rulers gave good response to his appeal. All the princely states merged into India except the state of Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Kashmir. Sardar Patel took a firm stand and solved the issues of merger of princely states. Merging of Junagadh. See, merger of Junagadh. Junagadh was a princely state in Saurashtra. The people there wanted to be merged with India, but the Nawab of Junagadh was thinking of joining Pakistan. The people strongly opposed his decision and the Nawab left for Pakistan. Later, in February 1948, Junagadh got merged into India. See here the Hyderabad Mukti Sangram. Hyderabad was merger of Hyderabad. Hyderabad was the largest princely state in India. It included the Telugu, Kannada, and Marathi speaking regions. As the Nizam was the autocratic, the people had no civil or political rights. To secure their rights, the people formed the many regional organizations in the Telangana, Marathwada, Karnataka region. One such organization was the Hyderabad State Conference, formed by Swami Ramananda Tirth in 1938, which was banned by the Nizam. But Swami Ramananda Tirth fought for going recognitions and the democratic right for the organization. The Hyderabad State Congress also passed a resolution in July 1947 for the merger of Hyderabad state with India. The Nizam took an anti-India stand. He started making movement for the merging of Hyderabad state with the Pakistan. To reject the demand of the people of Hyderabad to be merged with India, Qasim Rizvi and associates of the Nizam formed the organization known as the Razakar. Qasim Rizvi and his associates not only oppressed the Hindus but also Muslims who supported the democratic movement. Due to it, there was inflammations of the public opinion. The government of India tried to negotiate patiently with the Nizam, but he refused to respond. At last, the Indian government started the police actions against the Nizam on 30 September 1948. It was symbolically named as Operation Polo. Finally, the Nizam surrendered on 17 September 1948 and the state of Hyderabad was merged within India. The struggle of peoples in princely states became successful. There was a significant contribution of the Arya Samaj in this movement. Contributions of the Marathwada in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. In this struggle, Swami Ramananda Tirth, Govind Bhai Shroff, Ananta Bhalerao, Ashatai Wagmare, etc. made a valuable contribution. Through the movement of Vande Mataram, students participated in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. Contributions of Marathwada in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. See there the Swami Ramananda Tirtha, Govind Bhai Shroff, Ananta Bhalerao, Ashatai Wagmare made a valuable contribution. Through the movement of Vande Mataram, students participated in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. Similarly, in this struggle, Ved Prakash Shamlal, Govind Pansare, Bahirji Shinde, Sridhar Vartak, Janardhan Mama, Shoaib Ullah Khan, etc. embraced the martyrdom. Their sacrifice proved to be inspirational to the Indians. Thus, we can understand that the leader and the people in Marathwada had lion's share in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. 17 September is celebrated as Marathwada Mukti Din in Marathwada to commemorate the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. Marathwada was not included in Free India on 15 August 1947. After the inspiring struggle for the people, this region was included in independent India in 1948. Now, problems of Kashmir. In the problems of Kashmir, Hari Singh, the ruler of the state of Kashmir, had decided to remain independent. Due to this, Pakistan started putting pressure on Hari Singh. At the instigations of Pakistan, armed intruders attacked Kashmir. In October 1947, at that time, Hari Singh signed the Instrument of Accession with India. In this manner, after merging into India, Indian Army was sent for the defense of Kashmir. The army won back a major portion of Kashmir from the possession of intruders, but some part of it remained in the possession of Pakistan. Now, merger of French colonies. Merger of French colonies. There were some territories like Chandranagar, Puducherry, Karaikal, Mahe, and Yanam of India, which were under the control of French even after independence. The Indian natives were eager to merge with India. Even the Indian government these territories since they belong to India. In 1949, the French held a plebiscite in which people voted for India. Plebiscite means to vote on an important issues. The people voted for India. Chandranagar was handed over to India. Thereafter, France handed over the rest of the territories to the government of India. Now, struggle for liberation of Goa. Goa, along with some other territories, was under the control of Portuguese for a very long period. Later, in 1945, Dr. Kuna founded the organization's Goa Youth League in Mumbai. Portugal denied handing over the territories under the possession to India. Indians had to struggle for securing these territories. In this struggle, Dr. T. Bhikuna was in the forefront. He worked to bring about an awakening of the people against the Portuguese government. With the objective of building struggle against the Portuguese, he established the Goa Congress Committee. Later in 1945, Dr. Kuna founded the organization Goa Youth League in Mumbai. In 1946, he went to Goa and violated the ban on public speech. For this, he was sentenced to 8 years of imprisonment. In 1946, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia started a satyagraha for liberation of Goa. Violating the ban, he delivered a public speech at the Madgaon in Goa. For this, the Portuguese government deported him. During the same period, the Azad Gomantak Dal was founded to liberate Portuguese colonies of Dadra and Nagar Haveli in Gujarat. On 2nd August 1954, youth of Azad Gomantak Dal, by making an armed attack, liberated the territories of Dadra and Nagar Haveli from Portuguese rule. विश्वनाथ लावंडे, राजाभाऊ वाकणकर, सुधीर फडके, Nanasaheb Kazrekar, and others took part in this attack. In 1954, Goa Mukti Samiti was formed. The Samiti sent many batches of satyagrahis from Maharashtra to Goa. In 1954, Goa Mukti Samiti was founded. The Samiti sent many batches of satyagrahis from Maharashtra to Goa. N.G. Gore, Senapati Bapat, Peter Alvas, Mahadev Shastri Joshi and his wife the Sudhatai and many others participated in the satyagraha. Mohan Ranade was an aggressive leader in this struggle for the liberation of Goa. The Portuguese ruler committed the unlimited the tyranny and atrocities on the satyagrahis. Due to this, the public opinion became a more infuriated, more aggressive. The struggle for liberation of Goa took up a fierce form. The Indian government was patiently holding negotiations with the Portuguese government, but they did not respond. At the end, the Indian government unwillingly took the decision of using military force. In December 1961, the Indian Army entered Goa. In a short period of time,